That now. Hey, welcome to BSBTV. I'm really excited to have Kaleb Ufton from EKOH Marketing here today. How you going, Kaleb?
I'm fantastic. I have coffee and it's a dreary day, so this is a good combination.
Well, I've got to say, it's like I'm going to go out there with the Sunshine Coast is beaming false advertising to me today. Look at that outside. That's not sunshine.
It's not, and I remember earlier this year when we did the same thing. Like the same thing happened. The 3 days leading up to a broadcast, it was like beach weather, and then on the day it was just no, stay inside.
It's crazy, isn't it? Look, you are a social media marketing guru. You help people double their conversion rates, and that's something that we all want to do. And even if you've only got a small number, doubling is a great start. And then you can double that, and then you can double that, and then you can double that. And by the time you're finished, boy, you've got a flowing business. So before we get into talking about this awesome giveaway that you're going to actually help people do this one-on-one, what are the three main mistakes that people are making?
For sure. So on social media and when you're looking at conversion rates, there's a bit of an overlap. So for social media, one of the biggest problems we have is as business owners, we're so in it, we don't necessarily know what our customers want to see. Because we're so in the business, we just want to promote the business. We want to talk about like what we want because it's our baby business. But our ideal customer probably isn't us anymore. When we start the business, it probably is because we're solving a problem for us. But 6 months, a year, 5 years, 10 years down the line, we're not the customer anymore most of the time. So we don't make content for our actual customer. That's the problem number one. Problem number two is going to be not understanding where these people are or how frequently we need to get in front of them. We were talking just before you worded it. It's not. How did you come up with the wording? You said it better than I did, Kevin.
We're trying to sell before we actually try and.
That's it. Yeah. So we don't know where they are. We're trying to sell. We're just reaching out to all the different platforms saying, buy my crap. And we don't. Young people.
You cleaned that up really well.
We're saying buy my crap, and that's the message. It's either pictures of staff that look awkward, or it's puppies and cats, or it's buy my crap, we have a sale on. There's no connection, there's no emotional buy-in before we go out with that offer. And then the third one's consistency. We tend to try things. We'll feel inspired. We'll go to a networking event. We'll hear someone talk about LinkedIn, and we'll go, "Oh, I'm in B2B. I'll go on LinkedIn. I'll message 6 people," and then not check it for another week and just forget that I had a login. And that it's like this start, stop, start, stop. I actually have a really good analogy for this. If you've ever made a cup of tea or coffee and you're trying to stir in some sugar, if you stir directions 3 times and then the other direction 3 times, you'll notice you almost get a vortex happening and then it stops, and then you almost get a vortex happening the other way and it stops. And I feel like in business, when we approach marketing, we do this to ourselves. We don't let ourselves build up enough momentum to have the flow-on effect, to have the. Now, it's great for stirring the pot. It's great for mixing things in. It's great for saying, yeah, we're on 6 different platforms, but we don't get momentum.
And that's a challenge. That is the real challenge. Like, and before we got on, we were talking about Frank Walker from National Tiles. We all know him because he's there on commercial radio. He's paying every single time he puts an ad on, and yet we can actually use social media largely for free, and yet we're not as consistent as Frank Walker.
Yeah, and he's got a great formula that he's perfected over years in terms of how that ad runs, like the actual script that he runs through. I just did a quick Google and I found a version of it which just made me laugh, because it's that classic, like, hello, Frank Walker from National Tiles. This week at National Tiles, we have a beautiful range of polished porcelain floor tiles, slash by up to 30% or more. Yes, that's right. Right, we all know the spiel. You're grinning like it. But you listen to it, and the intonation on National Tiles, tiles. Like there's some NLP stuff going on here. There's a lot of thought that's been put into this message because he is paying, as you say. Radio advertising is not cheap.
So
and it's
rumor
not
has
very
it.
effective.
So rumor has it that that's not even his normal voice, the really annoying one.
I believe
Just
it.
a rumor. Just a rumor I've heard.
I
So
believe
I
it.
can't.
Absolutely.
I can't absolutely confirm or deny. So you've actually decided to give an awesome offer, and I think that through having a chat, we've got a really cool opportunity for people in the group, but also for a learning experience for the group all at the same time. So you're happy to give two people an opportunity to have a one-on-one with you today, tomorrow, and then we're going to come back and we're going to have a live case study on Thursday at lunchtime, and we'll confirm the time of lunchtime a bit later on, of where these people are and how you can help them double, and they can help themselves double their conversion rate through applying your secret formula.
Yeah. So we have a 10-step checklist that we run through, and in that's comprised of, well, it's a summary of like 100 and something different things that we go through when we do a conversion rate audit, and they overlap with the things we're talking about earlier, because all marketing is about creating a state within whoever is receiving the message that resonates with them and compels them to some sort of action. It might be to like your brand. Coke does that. It's just brand awareness. All of their advertising is brand awareness. They never sell a drink. They sell happiness. They sell summer. They sell a feeling. When you want a drink, your brain goes, I want to feel good as well. Let's get a Coke. Pizza Hut, Domino's, they'll do something like that, the big brands. The conversion rate optimization is about looking at the different parts of your strategy. Social media, what are you doing? Paid marketing, what are you doing? Organic, what are you doing? Website, what are you doing? And figuring out where are these bottlenecks and how do we tweak them? What are the quick low-hanging fruit that we can tweak to line things up so that basically you're not getting in your own way digitally? Because if you've got a good product, people want to buy it. Stop getting in their way.
Absolutely. And so it's something that I know that I'm guilty of. You've confessed earlier on that you're, from time to time, you're guilty of the same. So
on the socials, yep.
So what we're going to do for today's competition, we're going to do real quick and dirty. The first two people that can coordinate a time with Kaleb, you're going to win today's competition. Okay, nice and simple. On Thursday, we're going to have another pretty special offer after you get to see the hidden gems that Kaleb is going to help these people with. I'm just upset that I can't enter the competition, but that's a whole nother story for another day. So it's one of those things. So if you would like to do an audit of your social media activity and out of that, learn how you can very quickly double your conversion rate on social media, put a comment in the screen below here. Kaleb and I will be following this, and Kaleb will select two people really quickly, and we'll let you know when we've got our two people. Okay. Then on Thursday at lunchtime, we're going to come back and we're going to show you and showcase live. We're going to showcase live some.
We have two people already.
There's two people. I know. So there you go. So I don't know who Facebook user is. Sorry. We can see Matthew Mason. Matthew, you're definitely in. I don't even know Matthew from Adam at this stage, but I will on Thursday, because you do have to be available. So the one caveat, you do have to be available on Thursday at lunchtime to come on and be part of a show so that you can talk about your business. How awful to have to come on and talk about your business.
It might be a bit embarrassing, but we can make it work.
Awesome. So Kaleb, thanks very much. thanks for reaching out and giving such a generous offer. And I've got to tell you, there is.
I have a slight tweak to the generous offer.
Ooh.
I actually want to offer an extra thing.
I know. I was going to tell them about that in a second.
No,
but
there's an extra thing.
Today.
Well, not today. It'll be on Thursday. We'll do it as part of that one.
It will be.
Two big ones, okay? And the second big one's even bigger than the first big one.
Oh, absolutely. So this is pretty cool. So, Matthew, you're definitely in. Facebook user, we're going to find out who you are and see if you can fit. The one thing we're going to make sure is, can you be here Thursday? Well, be where you are and do a live stream on Thursday at lunchtime. So 12 o'clock, you'll need to be on 11:45. So they're the requirements, and then we'll do it. The show will be a little bit longer. In fact, this one's gone longer than most of mine do. But it's going to be super duper valuable. So, Kaleb, we've got a few people. We've got Jody May from Laddams, and we've got Matthew, have both put their hand up. So would love to see if you can help these two out and where we can go from there. So let's get off this call and let's get moving.
Yeah. I would say, let's try and get 12 lunch locked in for people so they know, because you're not going to want to miss Thursday.
It's 12 o'clock. We've just decided now. It's 12 o'clock.
All right. 12 o'clock sounds good. So 12 o'clock.
We'll jump in a little bit earlier, but 12 o'clock is when the live show is going to be. But we'll be promoting that, and we'll get you to promote that, and we'll make sure that people see the magic that is behind the scenes of what you do. It's awesome when people make stuff look easy and everyone goes, oh, anyone could do that. But what they don't see is all the stuff running down behind underneath.
Yeah, nah.
Great catching up with you, and we'll catch up again on Thursday. But
Fantastic.
Hang around, because I'll talk to you when we get off here. But we'll catch everyone else later on. Bye now.
Awesome.